I'll tell you what, folks, politicians are probably the most out of touch class here in the UK, apart from the obvious royal family. Now, MPs are meant to be picked from amongst the people to represent the people, but the people they pick from amongst the people are the high middle class types. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? But I made it. These are middle class people, these are toffs, Eton educated or multi-millionaire socialists who are currently making important decisions on our behalf, and they're making shitty decisions, if you ask me. They really are. So the latest regarding the Ukraine war, and that's never going to end, by the way, I don't think. Not anytime soon, it's not going to end. So David Cameron, our unelected, by the way, Foreign Secretary, the guy was plucked from the House of Lords. He's the guy who abandoned Brexit when we needed him. It didn't go his way. He initiated the Brexit vote because he wanted it to finish off Nigel Farage and UKIP at the time, and it didn't work. People voted for Brexit. Did expect it to happen, and so he buggered off, him and his Chancellor mate, George Osborne. Anyway, so now he was plucked from the House of Lords by Rishi Sunak, our unelected Prime Minister, to be Foreign Secretary. And what he's done is he has just pledged an extra £3 billion a year of British taxpayers' money to Zelensky, the Ukraine. Why? Why the hell? Why aren't our government calling for a ceasefire? Why aren't the lefties protesting on the streets calling for a ceasefire in the Ukraine like they're doing for Gaza? For some reason, somebody somewhere wants the war in the Ukraine to continue. It's making somebody money, and it's not Britain, that's for sure. We're paying for the damn thing. British taxpayers are paying for it. £3 billion worth of our tax money to that. I mean, our country's on its knees, all right? The infrastructure, it's collapsing. NHS on its knees, public services, housing, benefit system, welfare, schools, everything. We just can't accommodate the people who are arriving here in their thousands down south on the British coast across the channel from France, war-torn France. It's ridiculous. £3 billion, what could you do with £3 billion? How many hospitals? Pump it into the NHS. That won't last long, by the way, £3 billion, because the hypochondriacs. Schools, build more schools, lessen classroom sizes, public transport, the roads. Our roads are a bloody mess. I've just been to Milton Keynes and back, and I've lost count of the amount of potholes my car has rattled over. It's embarrassing. I remember being in Kenya with the army back in 2002, and I remember the roads there being in better condition, and that's a third world country. That should tell you everything. But no, £3 billion annually. Where are we getting that money from, by the way? Hey? Where's that money coming from? We can't pay people. I mean, the nurses and doctors, they're going on strikes every 2 minutes. You got train drivers going on strikes every 2 minutes. We need that money here. Desperately, we really do. We need houses, not just for the migrants, but for people here. People can't afford to buy homes. Imagine the amount of cheap homes you could just spring up with £3 billion for people who've lived here all their lives, paid taxes, paid into the system, and they can finally all own a property. But no, the Ukraine, how many more billions are we going to give Zelensky to continue? Why aren't they promoting peace? Why aren't they telling Putin, the Russians and the Ukrainians, Zelensky, to just sit around the table and work something out instead of dragging us on this war, more people dying? It just makes me really angry. It really does. And that's all I've got to say on that. It's frustrating, isn't it? It really is frustrating. These people are so bloody out of touch. I mean, don't they know the public mood? People like David Cameron. Is he really that stupid? Or is he incapable of reading the room, as it were? I mean, £3 billion. Something will come up soon, and Rishi Sunak will say, oh, there's not enough money for that. we've given it to the Ukraine instead. It's daft. It's our money. We want it back. We want it spent here on us. That's why we're paying to the system. That's why we bloody work. And allow these people to take our flipping taxes. I tell you. Ooh. Ah dear. I don't know. Hope you've had a great weekend. I have. It's been great. Had a lovely weekend. Nice and relaxing. And that's that. I'm Paz49. Thanks for listening. And until the next time, Roger Trout.